There's a bunch of Dunleavy, and then we would like to take your phone calls. But listen to this, especially if you're an angry Warrior fan, because if you're an angry Warrior fan, the likelihood is that Steve Kerr is one of the people in your crosshairs. And the TK show, our buddy Tim Kawakami, part of the Odyssey family, they did get to a lot of things, but one of them is the future of Steve Kerr. Will Steve Kerr be the coach next season, Mike Dunleavy?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I think Steve's mentioned wanting to get to the end of the season and figure it out. I think things are, for him, going well, and, we'll figure all that out when it comes. But I think it's been interesting, like the focus for us internally between myself, Joe, the players, Steve, has really been to get this thing right the rest of the season. So we haven't put a whole bunch of thought into it. But, obviously on a personal level, love having Steve here. And, I would project that he's our coach next year. But again, I mean, we're going down to absolute certainties, and a lot of it's in his court, so we got to see.
Is Steve going to be the coach next year? I don't see why not.
Yep. Half our audience just made an appointment at therapy.
There you go. By the way, I agree with him. I don't see why not, but it might be for a different reason than you think. It's not because I love Steve Kerr and he comes on the show every week and he won't come if I don't just say all the good things about him all the time.
And that's coming up here within the hour.
I'd like to know how the hell you see a new coach coming into next year.
Yep.
Thanks, Steve. Talk to you soon. Honestly, do you want to know who needs therapy? Whoever the hell you hire to come in here and coach the mini last dance of the Golden State Warriors, the final year of the contract of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and an injured Jimmy Butler. You'd like that to be when a new coach walks in. Good luck to that human.
Who's the Tony Vitello of college basketball? Somebody young who's never played in the NBA and never obviously coached. That would be a setup for failure. The only way you could do it would be you just move Terry Stotts in from the second seat to the first seat, and you let him do it because he's been around the block so many times, and they know him because he's been there. Or you can go Jerry Stackhouse, who's there. He played, and he has the respect, I would imagine, and the gravitas. An outsider, though, you're right, wouldn't work.
What are we talking about?
Right.
By the way, just real quick, in case Terry Stotts is ever the coach of the Warriors, just like to throw this out there to all of our partners and here at 95.7 The Game. I would like to do the weekly coaches interview live on the scene, Thrive City at GOTS.
Dub Nation, it's Terry Stotts.
Yeah, Stotts at GOTS. Let's see if we can work on that.
We don't get that one a lot.
Yeah, workshop that in.
Also have Stackhouse.
He comes at me. I don't.
Dub Nation is Jerry Stackhouse.
He does.
He has a
your pick
Dibs, your pick stink.
Dub Nation is Jerry Stackhouse. Hey, Dibs, your picks stink.
There's Edge.
Don't we have Burma House over there? Stackhouse at Burma House? Stotts at GOTS?
I like it.
It's called Kaya by Burma Love.
Oh, that's right. Kaya by Burma Love.
Kind of close.
Yeah, no, not really. Is there anything over there that has the house in it?
I
don't think so.
Okay. All right, so never mind.
Get a breakfast place and
keep workshopping
get a short stack with stack.
I
don't know, pancakes.
Yeah, okay.
If you're into it, if you partake.
Keep workshopping.
Yeah, we'll work on that. But Stotts at GOTS.
That's a win.
Okay. Let's go to Gary in Concord. Hi, Gary. Thank you for your patience. What's going on?
Just listening to you guys and stewing. No, not really. But I'm
enjoy therapy, Gary.
No, it's not that. It's more of the fans just frustrated. Steve can coach as long as Steph is playing, and that's what's likely to happen regardless of whatever I say. He said it before. It's likely to happen. There's nothing wrong with Steve Kerr as a coach. I'll put his championships up against anybody's, and he's going to stand up taller than everybody else. Happy you guys had a fun time at the Sharks game last night. Celebrini is definitely going to be the next Steph in the Bay Area. I mean, I think it's obvious at this point.
He's special, man.
And then as for Kuminga, I'm done with the Kuminga. I've been done for months.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of the back and forth. But I will be honest with you, and I know you have people that call in, There's different people every day, but the one thing that's consistent between 10 and 2 is Guru's love of Kuminga and his lazy takes with respect to always bringing up Kuminga. He repeats the same stories over and over. He goes off on the Draymond and the Jordan Poole. He says he'll never forget, and we hear it every single day, and it's frustrating. And as long as he's bringing it up, people will comment on it.
Well, Gary, hey, I'm gonna jump in here because first of all,
he's catching strays.
Yeah, I don't like if anybody's gonna slander our coworkers, by rule it has to be us.
Yeah,
because it's tongue in cheek. Let me just can I rebut with this with regard to Guru and you all as listeners, you're allowed to like who you like and you're allowed to hate who you hate, and we're well aware that all of us have plenty of both. And that's fine. That comes with the territory. But what Guru is, probably more so than just about anyone I've ever met in my life, is unbelievably authentic. And so you might be done with the conversation, and that's totally fair. But there is nothing lazy about Guru's takes. That is how he feels. And I think he does an awesome job on a daily basis of doing what our job is, which is communicating with you all how we feel.
Yeah, I have no problem with Guru. I'm just bringing up the importance of that. He does tend to talk about it every single day. And no matter what happens, it's always going to be a Kuminga talk. There's other things he says that are fine. And that's not an issue. I'm just saying when it comes to Kuminga, it is brought up every day.
Well, it's every
single day.
It's a cloud that's hey Gary, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Listen, I'm well aware of this, even though I'm over here going like, when and how are we gonna get over this? Maybe that's a better question. You know, I've been doing the when. Maybe it's how. Maybe that's a better question.
Yeah.
But like
the how and the when are really, they're linked.
It's a piano on the back of the organization right now. Like one thing we've really noticed this week is after, a year and a half where we probably talked about it almost every day, what you're watching over the last week and a half is a lot of people not here in the Bay Area are talking about it. This has gone from what was sometimes a national story out of curiosity because of the playing time and the trade rumors, and now it is kicked over to what's a national story, and the tone is more like, what were the Warriors doing? Which, by the way, is a sentence the rest of the league has not uttered in a decade and a half.
Exactly, because they've made the right choice a lot of the times, and you could go back to the Wiseman pick, and you could say that from afar, and whatever, you can judge. They've won 4 titles since Steve Kerr has been here, so there's a lot of that nationally that you can't really come at. Even our friend Rob Parker, who called Steph Curry the GOAT, the greatest mirage of all time. That's just Rob tongue-in-cheek, but yeah, they've been...
He's the GOAT.
They've been virtually untouchable based on, what they've done, and then you have this one, and it doesn't look good. And you said, how and when will they get over it? How will be when they get something in return for trading him, and when will be when that something actually shows that they didn't get totally fleeced on the deal.
Yeah, but it might be nothing. It might be nothing.
Might be in a month and a half when if Porzingis is healthy and plays well.
Look, there's no like the 49ers drafted Trey Lance, right? The Giants traded Zach Wheeler. Like your team is allowed to really screw up. It's still your team. I mean, what are y'all gonna do? Are you switching?
No, you're not switching.
Okay.
But in those examples, like Wheeler, you got Beltron in a pennant drive, and then he left, and then Wheeler popped off and became amazing.
I wonder how that's going to land with people if and when Steve Kerr does coach again next year.